Good morning, good evening, whenever you are watching or listening. Welcome back to Tatiitalks podcast. This is episode number 2. We're so excited. I have a very, very special guest with me. My sexual chocolate, the apple of my eye, my Georgia peach. Isaiah
Georgia
Hill.
peach. You never called me that.
I know. I was gonna say hunk of Florida sunshine, but you were from Florida.
No.
So you want to introduce yourself, let the people know who you are, what you do.
Yeah.
Your new title, you know?
Oh, yeah. I got a new title. I'm a dad.
Well, your name.
Isaiah Hill from not Atlanta, Georgia. I'm from outside of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm from the east side of Atlanta, Georgia. So, like, Stone Mountain, Lithonia, Decatur.
All of that.
Tucker. All of that over there.
Sandy Springs.
That's
you lived in Sandy
cool
Springs.
to rep though. But I was born in Sandy Springs. I was born at Northside Hospital. So like I was born on the north side, raised on the east side. Now reside on the east side. Might move soon to further east, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm a full-time musician and a producer. Primarily a piano player. Started playing by ear in the church. That whole thing. Started touring with artists, did that whole thing. And now I make music for television and film. And that's going really good.
Yes, so if you want to follow him on Instagram, at Isaiah_Malik Music.
I'm back on Instagram. I took a month off because I'm back on. I'm back on now. Yeah.
And his new title.
Daddy.
Yes, Daddy. So let's just do a little bit of icebreaker just to warm us up, okay? You are going to pick a card. I kind of took a little too many, but you're gonna pick one card, read the question out loud. I answer, and then you answer back.
So, I read it to you. You answer.
Yep, and then you answer the question as well after I'm done answering.
Which one feels good? I like that one. Hope some of them are kind of whack though.
It is, but we're just gonna.
Ooh.
You just like your sister. Read it as you see it. Read it.
No, I had to make sure. When was the last time my financial habits pissed you off?
Ooh.
I like this one. This is a good one. It's not a whack one. It's a good one.
Financial habits pissed me off. I can't even.
And if I'm looking over here, y'all, I'm running triple duty. I'm doing audio. I'm monitoring Sanaya to make sure she don't wake up. And I'm making sure we don't go over 30 minutes on this stopwatch. So, yeah.
So he's not being rude. The last time your financial habits pissed me off.
Yeah, think about yours.
I feel like you don't really piss me off with money.
I feel like I was financially irresponsible today, though. Like,
what did you do today?
I spent some money, and I shouldn't have.
Well, I mean,
I feel like I pissed myself off financially more than I pissed you off.
So I will say, getting your new keyboard, I don't like the way you did it. It didn't piss me off, but
Why?
Because
I financed it.
Yes, just if you have the money, just pay it. Like too many things on you. I don't like that stuff.
Sweetwater.com. My musicians know about Sweetwater.
Okay, but just pay it. Like don't.
I'm not about to pay all that money at once. If I can pay, no.
No, because if you really look at it,
0% interest.
Are you sure about that?
0.
Did you read the fine print?
The fine print.
Okay.
And a little asterisk next to the fine print.
Okay, well that's why I said it didn't piss me off. Yeah. All right, what about you?
Financial habits. Honestly.
You said financial habits? Oh.
Yeah, financial habits. You're pretty good with money. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't saying that just for the camera. This is actually like serious. But okay, so on the flip side, one time me and Janae gave you some money for your birthday for you to spend and treat yourself. Yeah. And you paid some bills.
That's treating myself.
That's not treating yourself.
That's treating myself. That is using the money, paying off debt.
And then a week later, like, babe, I need some clothes. I ain't got no clothes. Yeah, you didn't buy no clothes.
That just means.
So I feel like you're a little too financially responsible to the point where like you don't enjoy the money that you get.
I don't like to be in debt. I want to be financially free.
You think that's a fear you have of being broke? To the point where you pay off bills without having fun with your money?
I don't think I'll ever be broke. Ever. I pay my tithes.
That's true.
I'm faithful to...
That's true.
I don't think I'll ever be broke. So, like, that's not a fear. I just want to quickly, like...
But when's the last time you had fun with your money? When's the last time you splurged on something? You was like, you know what? Forget these bills. Not forget the bills, but, like, let me just have fun with this money I got. See?
I don't know.
See? It's about time you splurge.
I don't know.
You do for a splurge.
Are you want to give me some more money? Well, there's that. Okay. All right. Well, as you guys can see, this topic is about parenthood.
Yeah.
If you follow us on Instagram, you know that we are first-time parents.
Yeah.
Our daughter is 8 months, almost 9 months. And if you watched the first episode, I spoke about her a little bit. So how do you feel overall about being a first-time parent? Like so she was born in April, from May, because she was born at the end of April. So from May until now, like, has your feelings towards being a first-time dad changed?
Yes. It changed in the fact that it's not what I thought it was going to be at all.
So that's interesting for you to say, because you always go through things without any expectations.
That's true. I mean, I feel like it's not what I expected because I didn't have any expectations. Like, so, I left it very open-ended. I was like, whatever is going to happen is going to happen. And, like, a lot has happened. Like, having a child is very eventful. Like, every day is something. Yes. And, like, yeah. I mean, I would say...
So, to simplify and to make it a little easier for you, in May, when she was a couple weeks old, like, how were your feelings towards being a dad? If you can remember. Because a lot has happened.
Honestly, I didn't really even feel like a dad in May because I was focused on you a lot, too. Your mom was here.
That's so sweet.
Up until June. After was it June? It was that long?
Yeah.
Dang.
I think end of May, because she was here for your birthday. Maybe she stayed until like the 20th or something. So
backstory: her mom came down like right before she went into labor. She stayed with us for like maybe a month and some change.
A couple.
And it was perfect timing too. Like, she came down on a Friday, and I feel like that next week you went into labor.
Shout out to my mama.
Yeah, and she stayed for a minute, which it helped out both of us a lot. But I say I didn't feel like a dad because you were still recovering from the surgery, and I was really like so attentive to you.
I was a baby.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was like, I didn't feel like a dad to her. I felt like not even a dad to you, but I was just helping.
A dad to me.
Not even that. I was just I was making sure you was good because it's a lot. I mean, I will say, like, I have a newfound respect for women and what they go through when they give birth, or more when they're pregnant. Even that too, like that's a lot. Mm-hmm. It's
that's
9
a whole
months
episode in itself.
Of a lot of stuff. So I didn't feel like, I don't know if I felt like a dad until like really like maybe
I was up on my feet.
Yeah, and even then, how I felt was just I don't know. I felt. I don't know. I did feel like I had a lot of love to give, though. Like, I had a lot of love to give.
That's good. I'm like getting teary-eyed.
Ew. Yeah, that's gross. That's gross. Yeah.
I'm so much more emotional after being a mom.
Yeah, that's how things change for you.
That's disgusting.
That's good though. Emotions are good.
Look at this. There's a tear.
Emotions are good.
Ew.
We all have.
But I will say, I don't know if I could believe that you didn't feel like being a dad, because like you did a chunk of the work in the beginning, because I couldn't really get up like that. Like, I couldn't do much. Yeah. So like you had to when she started crying, you had to tend to her. You was changing everything. I didn't change one diaper until I could like really get up.
But that's again like making sure you was good. Like I didn't want to put stress on you because I knew like what you were going through.
But that's still being a dad. Like,
I think that's a part of it. I guess yeah, that's a part of it. That's a part of it, yeah.
Okay, so how do you feel now?
I feel like I'm getting used to it.
I'm still crying.
I feel like I'm getting used to it. I feel like every day is still like something to every day is something. But I feel now that Sanaya is becoming more independent and she's kind of becoming a little more chill and mild mannered and becoming like, you know, you need some tissue?
Control.
Oh, we got some. I ain't got no tissue.
That just made me so happy.
I just have a laptop. I don't have no tissue. Grab a diaper over there. Wipe your tears.
This is terrible. No, I'm good.
No, I'm gonna get you one.
Oh my gosh, where did this come from? I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my Lord. I'm not usually this emotional. I don't know what got into me.
You love your daughter.
And I love you. You just said you have a lot of love to give. That is so beautiful. As a first-time dad, you didn't say I was so overwhelmed. No. You said you had a lot of...
It was hard, though.
That is great.
It is. I mean, that's the... I mean...
Really crying here.
It is hard. Like, it is hard because with me, I really prioritize my time. Before, you know...
Even when we were talking about having kids.
Yeah, like, I prioritize my time. So, like, that's one thing I take very seriously. So, even now, it's kind of a big adjustment to, like, understand that my time isn't... Well, not my time is still my time, but I have to divvy it up between, you know, multiple people willingly. Like, I don't want to say I have to, but, like, you know, I have opportunity to not have my time to be my time. Because, like... I can't just be like, oh yeah, no, I'm working, so I can't do that right now. I can't change the diaper because I'm working, or like, I'm in the studio, so I like it's like no, like if something needs to happen, like you know, I have the responsibility to do that job.
Can I tell you a business real quick?
It depends.
You'll be okay with this one.
Okay.
So, I think I was either pregnant or we were thinking about having kids, and I was like, we were talking it through because like as a newlywed couple. I mean, she was born when we got pregnant, 2021. This is year 2.5.
Okay.
I was pregnant during our 3rd year anniversary. Yes. Okay. So year 2.5, I'm pregnant, and we're talking about like, so how we're gonna do this? How we're gonna do this? Like, are you gonna be with her? Just very vaguely. And he was like, "Oh, she can't be in a room by herself."
I knew nothing about this. I still don't.
I said, huh? You gonna leave a baby in a room by herself? I just thought that was really funny.
I don't know. I don't know how this thing goes. I don't know how.
And there's not a book for it, and I think that's a good call.
It's a few, but like there's.
But you can't. Every child is different, so like you can't go by a playbook. A playbook is like a football playbook, a basketball playbook, because it's 9 times out of 10 more predictable than not.
Yeah, I feel like it's suggestions. Like those books are just suggestions of like, you know, this is what you should do if you want this result. But like, I don't think there's a better teacher than just real life and experiencing it yourself.
Correct. Yeah. But for me, so I have, let me not lie to y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4 nephews and 2 nieces. So, like, I've had my fair share of practice. And, like, people used to call me the baby whisperer. They would just hand their baby to me, and I would take care of them. So, like, I didn't really have... I wasn't, like, worried or anything. But the difference is I could give those kids back. So, that's the perspective that I didn't have. To not be able to return to sender.
Yep.
So, that was a complete, like... Whoa.
Yeah, and it's really at night is when it hits. Ooh. I feel like when you try to go, because as well as my time, I like my sleep, and that's one thing you will have to sacrifice being a parent. Some parents not so much, because I've heard stories about like newborns getting just like sleeping.
Well, she used to sleep, but just during the day a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can you?
I feel like around month 2 or like 2 or 3 is when she started like acting up. And she was like, I'm not about to sleep at night.
She's like, I'm discovering new things and whatever. Yeah. So with the knowledge that you have now of what it takes to take care of a newborn, take care of a pregnant wife, take care of an almost toddler. Would you do it again?
100%. A few more times. Maybe. A few more times, yeah.
A few more? I thought we wanted 2.
We'll talk about it. No, well, yeah, 2 or 3, depending on, if it's a boy next or not.
So
If it's a boy, then I'm cool with calling it quits.
I need that. I need another girl.
Okay.
I want sisters.
What if it's 2 boys?
So if it's a girl next, then I can call it quits.
Well, I can't call it quits. It takes 2 to tango.
So you're okay with, like, in this moment right now, like, if we were to get pregnant tomorrow, you would be okay?
Tomorrow.
Because in 9 months after that, the kid will be here.
Be.
So Sanaya would be going on.
Oof, probably not. By the way I'm rubbing my forehead, probably not. Probably not.
Why?
I want a little more time.
So you
Just
want
a
her,
little more time.
how old do you want her to be? How old would you want her to be for me to be pregnant again? And I'm asking these questions not wanting any of this, but I'm just curious.
I don't know. I mean, I want her to be walking for sure. I want her to be like in a daycare.
Yeah. Oh, that's another.
I want her to be a little more independent, so I don't have to be like, you know what I mean, like all locked in all the time, and then be all locked in on you all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What about you?
I feel like I would want her to be at least 2 years old because I want you to understand, sit down, be quiet, read a book, go to sleep. Mm-hmm. Because I can't imagine, and props to all the moms who like do it back to back because I know plenty. Props to all the moms who are pregnant and have like a 1-year-old. Mm-hmm. Oh, Jesus.
Shut up.
Y'all are super women. For real. Because it couldn't be me. So like ideally I want her to be 2-3 years old, but I don't want like a big gap because I still want them to be like close friends.
Yeah.
Because I know like you and Janae y'all weren't like friends in the beginning, but like now you guys are. But like in that childhood stage, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Like I don't want y'all hating each other. Like I don't.
I mean, but you never know.
I know.
You
but
never
like,
know. That might be what brings them together. That might be the thing when they get older, they look back like, remember we hated each other? They can bond over that. Like, because me and Janae, we did not like each other for a long time. Not a long time, but like a few years.
That's tough on a parent, though. Like,
we'll be all right.
I don't like that.
We'll be all right.
I don't like that.
We'll be all right. So do you think that there will be anything that you want to change between how you approach pregnancy with Sanaya and even giving birth, like the whole pregnancy, birth, and like, pre or post birth process with the next one? What would you want to change?
A lot. So with pregnancy, honestly, a lot of people say like your first pregnancy, if it was great, your second pregnancy is going to be hell. Mm-hmm. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I will have the same delicate pregnancy. Okay. So like that, I wouldn't change. In terms of like the birth story, I think, I never said this out loud.
Go. Do it.
You might make me cry.
Do it.
I think I want to either go to a birth center or have a home birth.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
And I say this because, like we said, like my mom was at the hospital with us. Literally, the nurses, when you were gone, when you dropped her back to the house, she was so rude.
Yeah.
Like, our room was dirty. I mean, it wasn't dirty.
No, when we got there, it was dirty. Like, I don't think the trash was taken out.
That was it. That's all I saw.
Oh, okay. But even that,
the trash was like piled to the top. And one of my OBs, because I had 3 OBs, one of my OBs was like, you stayed in the room? That's not your trash? I was like, no. Like, but anyways, I would do that because the experience, I just didn't.
Why not just a different hospital? Because
I love my OB. Like, So I have one OB, but they rotate every appointment just in case the main OB is not here. So like they want you to get to know all of them so that you're comfortable if they're delivering your baby.
Yeah.
And I love that concept. That is great.
Yeah.
So I was able to call not one but 3 doctors when I was feeling contractions. So that's why I wouldn't change the hospital, because like I love those women, and they're Black women. Like, come on. And they literally looked out for me. So like, shout out to Carmen. Carmen's the one that like, I mean, I didn't tell her when I was pregnant, but like I saw on her Instagram. She put it all over her Instagram. So shout out to her. But I think I'll have them as an OB. I would hire a doula that's like side to side with me, breathing, helping me breathe through all the contractions and all that stuff. And then either be at a birth center or home birth, water birth. I know.
That's okay.
That's the most natural.
It is the most natural. Even the I don't know how far you want to get, but even the position too of giving birth, like you know,
they let you do
how it is in the hospital isn't the most like natural way to do it.
So literally, like I was researching and they said that you have to be on your back and they make you push, but like you can be on all fours, you can squat. There's just so many different positions, but you're so like limited.
I heard the reason that hospital births, like you have to lay on your back and spread your legs, is because like back in the day, some guy wanted to see that.
I believe that. A white.
Hey now.
Let's be honest.
Hey now.
Let's be honest.
Wouldn't put it past
you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I follow so many doulas. Like when I got pregnant, I even like my Instagram was geared towards like pregnancy, babies, and all that stuff. And I followed so many people, and they encourage natural birth, but they don't shame you for not having a natural birth.
That's good.
Which is what I really like.
That's good.
And I mean, it's up to the person, like the pregnant person, to really shape their mind and be like, okay, while I would love a natural birth, if I don't have a natural birth, I need to be okay with that. That was my problem. I was like, I'm going to give birth vaginally. That is all that's going to happen. And if that doesn't happen, I'm going to tell them no.
Yeah.
Like, and I shouldn't have went in like that. One of my friends, Jess, I told her, I was like, I want to have a natural vaginal birth. And she was like, well, you just never know. Because she gave birth before me, maybe 2 months. And she said, well, you just never know what will come about.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's up.
Hold up. I'll be back.
Okay, yeah, she's up.
Tell a joke or something. Just
Knock, knock. Who's there? I ain't got no joke for y'all. But like I was saying, my problem was I approached it in a way where I was like, oh, vaginal birth and that's it. Like, ain't nobody cutting me open, nothing like that. So then when I had to have a C-section, I was devastated. Like, oof, Jesus. I was so devastated. I mean, I got over it afterwards when I saw Sanaya. I got to hold her in my arms. But baby, when those medications didn't come through at CVS, I remembered all of it. All of it. So if I have any pregnant women or aspiring women to be mothers, like if I have anyone of you guys on this podcast, just know, like, you have a plan, huh? That's fine. You have a plan, but like know that things happen and it's not your fault. So don't end up, hey, Sanaya girl, what's up, girl? Don't end up, resenting your birth plan, resenting the way you gave birth, because like there is a beautiful product.
I think it'll help too.
She's so beautiful.
If one day you tell like the whole story, the whole birth story.
Yeah.
So people.
And I will.
I mean, once you're comfortable, of course, with it, but it was a time.
Like literally.
It was a whole thing.
Oh man.
It was a lot. It was a long 12 hours.
Yeah. How did you feel though? Like, as they were saying, like, the things they were saying in the room?
Well, no, we'll get to that. We'll get to that because I feel like that needs to be a whole other episode of like you telling the actual story of your birth. Cause
so we'll table that question.
Yeah.
How you feeling tonight? Did you have a good nap? I'm sorry. Come here, baby.
I guess not.
It's okay. Say hi to the people. Say hi.
Oh, she got them line marks too.
That means she slept
good. You got a good nap.
That means she slept good. So you recommend parenthood, is what you're saying?
I mean, if you're ready for it, I don't think everybody should
be parents,
reproduce though. It's some people. I look at them. I'm like, you shouldn't. You just shouldn't. We don't need another one of you. Hey, I don't think
change. They could evolve.
Perhaps. I feel like if you're ready for it, even if you're not ready for it, I feel like it's the mentality you have to have behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, are you ready to put yourself to the side for taking care of another human? And if you're not, you know what I mean, you probably should hold off.
But I don't know if we have time to talk about this, but like now there is a bill that is trying to be signed and approved that you can't get an abortion. So like people are going to be forced to have kids.
Oh.
Regardless. And there's a formula shortage. And there's just other shortages. And I'm just like, if you're going to force people to have kids, like regardless of whatever you believe, you shouldn't kill babies, whatever. I'm not saying that, you know, having abortions is great, but people gonna do what people gonna do. Mm-hmm. They say don't have sex before marriage. People gonna do what people gonna do. Mm-hmm. So to like put that limitation, and I feel like this is an unpopular opinion, but like if you're gonna have that limitation on people, then United States, do a better job in getting formula on the shelves. There is no reason why I could not switch her to formula because there is nothing there. That is just so absurd.
I never got my other stimulus check either.
I didn't get any stimulus check. I got one.
I never got my second one.
Did you get your second one? Sorry, I'm just trying to not.
We are her stimulus check. We're the stimulus for her.
But yeah, I just feel like, you know, being a parent, you can't be ready for it. There's no manual. Yeah. I mean, there's like a what you should know before being a parent, but like nothing's really going to prepare you because every child is different. Mm-hmm. But they're a blessing too. Like
they are. Yeah, and I don't want to be so doom and gloom, but children are dope. Babies are dope. They make you selfless. They help you learn stuff about yourself. That's true. What do you think she's taught you about yourself? That I'm not patient. I could have told you that. I thought I was pretty patient. I am not patient. No. Your mommy patient? Oh. She also taught me that like I don't like people all up on me. I feel like that's a recent thing though. I feel like you never used to be all up on me anyway. So like I could never measure it to something else. Mm. So like the way she be all about me, I'm like, oh my God. Mm-hmm. You would think that you want someone to want you. Sorry, y'all. Whatever happened with the camera. But like as a woman, you would think that you would I want my man to be all about me. No, it is annoying. You want your personal space. Literally. I didn't think I want my personal space. But I will say she also taught me that I'm actually an introvert. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome. Welcome. It's fun. It's not though. It's fun. I like it. I feel like I lost my social skills. Yeah, that is important though. You got to have your social skills. You got to know how to interact around people. But I think you end up being protective of her. So you're like, I'm protective of who's around her too. Yeah. You know. But all in all, parenthood is dope. I like it. I love it. Wait, but you didn't say what you learned. What she taught you? She taught me that I have a weak stomach. What? I got a weak stomach. How did she teach you that? All them poops I be having to change. Oh. I thought you were saying like things you eat, you can't really eat that much. No, that's the thing that they don't tell you about parenthood. Parenthood is disgusting.
It's not that bad.
No, you have to do something gross every day. You get spit up on, you get thrown up on, you get poop on your fingers, you get put through the ringer. Like,
yeah, I guess it's because I've had other kids, I've changed other diapers.
Yeah, so I got,
Be lucky she's not a boy, because I've had boys that are nephews. Obviously, they're nephews. Mm-hmm. I've had nephews pee on me. Because, it just pops up and it'd be like...
directional.
Yeah, so be happy about that.
I guess.
Her pee just go down on the bed.
Yeah.
Right? What you call her?
Everything.
Do-day, do-ray,
everything.
Durango.
She's my everything.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so, she kind of cut our episode short, but you guys got to see our little princess. You want to say hi to the people?
She's still waiting. She don't know where she at.
Yeah, she's still waking up. She's like, what is all of this stuff? So I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll expand upon other topics that we learned about being parents, because she is an interesting baby.
Yeah.
Interesting baby. But please come back and view. She is distracting me. Sorry, y'all. Let me. Here, take her. We hope you enjoyed this episode. It's just a sneak peek of how we feel about parenthood, because she's going on 9 months and we've been doing this for 9 months, and I feel like we're just now getting into the swing of things. Yeah. She's just now waking up only once, sometimes twice. Mm-hmm. So check back with us maybe in like 3 to 4 months, and we'll probably have some more to tell you. But thank you for joining us. We love you guys, and we'll see you later.
Peace.
Peace.